Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for a weekly angel reading for August 5th through the 11th, 2013. So before we begin our reading today, I wanted to make an announcement about a promotional offer for angel readings with me for the month of August. And so for the month of August, I'm offering my half-hour reading for 45 minutes. And that reading is available for $77. And so when you go onto my website, and you can look in the description link, theangelschool.com/services, on that page, you will see a buy now button for PayPal for angel readings. And if you click on it, the arrow, you'll see the options for the hour reading. And the hourly reading is usually like $130 some there. So you can get the 45 minutes. If you are and this is if you are signing up and liking our Facebook page. So this is to kind of promote the Facebook page as well. And so all you have to do is just go to the description link on the Facebook page and like it, and then you're eligible for this offer. And just send me a private message through Facebook. And then if you are the first 15 people up to August 12th to sign up for this reading promotion, you can get the reading for an hour and 15 minutes. So this is available this part for the hour and 15 minutes for $77 is available through the 12th of August. And so after the 12th of August, that offer will be over, but you'll still be able to get a great deal for the rest of the month for 45-minute reading. And you can Skype with me or do it via phone, so we can work that out. But again, you can go check the description link. You can go, join my Facebook page first, and then write me on Facebook, and then sign up for the reading on the angelschool.com services page. And I like to congratulate Anita Mulchandani. I hope I'm saying this correctly, and I'm sorry if I'm not. She is was the 100th person to like the Facebook page this week. So she can receive this offer for $77 for an hour and 15 minutes at any time that she would like when she's ready for the reading. That offer will be available to her the first time that she comes to me for an angel reading. So congratulations, and thank you for your support, and thank everyone else who has been on the fan page and sharing their comments and joining that fan page. And being just a great team of angels, and thank you so much for doing that. And so let's get into the reading now. And I've already called in all of you and your soul, your higher selves, and your angels to join me for an angel circle, and to just get a sense of what the angels would like to share with us about this week's reading. And so let's just tune in and just see where we are and what's going on with us this week. Just take a moment. So I'm getting a sense that you have been everybody's been feeling a little vulnerable, and I want to talk a little bit about this as well, because I wrote about this on Facebook. We're having what we're all experiencing right now are a lot of things, maybe back pain, neck pain, inflammation in the body, such as rashes appearing, things like this. Also, what they were saying is that, what we need to do, because we're changing in frequency, and the body, and this is why they've been talking to us about a lot of work, taking care of our bodies. And what they showed me is that we really need to, strengthen our support in terms of how we take care of ourselves. So it's going to be very important. And they actually were showing me running. So any kind of exercise, cardio, something that's cardio that is really going to help your body maintain equilibrium and a balance. So you really want to really get out and exercise. You also want to drink plenty of water and again eat very healthily, so that the body can adjust to the frequencies. So also emotional things are coming up right now because we're going through that crunch. And what this means is that, you may have thought, oh, I'm done with all of this. And thank God, I've worked on this. But because the frequencies are accelerating and you're shifting, and this is causing all these other things that we're experiencing in our physical body, it's also bringing up those things that we're no longer that are not in integrity with this higher frequency. And so you're starting to notice that if things are coming up and you're feeling all these emotions that you thought you had buried. And so this is all a part of the symptoms of the ascension, so that when we are our consciousness, in order for our consciousness to really sustain this frequency, and for our bodies and the earth's body to sustain these frequencies, all of these things have to be severed from us. So don't look at this as going backwards. Look at it as moving forward, but it's kind of like you're going through like a bottleneck experience, and then at the top it'll open up again, but it'll be better than what you could have imagined ever before. So just want to say that. Let's take a look at the first card and see what messages the angels have for us. And we're working with the Archangel deck first for the theme for the week. And look at this, pretty appropriate, I feel. And we have for the first time the Archangel Azrael. And the card says, I am with you. Let's see if it'll focus. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. And so this message, Archangel Azrael is kind of like the counselor archangel, and he also works with souls who are crossing over, as well as helping us to find inner peace when we need it in counsel. So he's a great archangel to refer to when you feel like you need some extra support and some good advice for your life. So let me just tune into this card and see what additional message Archangel Azrael has for us. And he's just showing me like a book. Not quite sure right now what he wants us to do with this. One could suppose that he's, asking us to really look deeper within, to journal, to talk to the angels. There was an exercise I put on Facebook this week where, if you're having difficulties and you need counseling, talk to your angels. So what the suggestion was to open a notebook or start a notebook where you write down angel messages. And in that notebook, just ask the angels, what is the highest level of possibility, or what is in alignment with my soul's truth at this time? And just then, like stream of consciousness, just write down any messages that you hear, feel, see, just thoughts that come to you, and do this without censoring it. Don't worry about it, whether it's right or wrong, because sometimes what happens is, and I like that this card, because I've been talking about this week, the picture is in a circle, and it's like looking through a lens. And what he's saying is that oftentimes you can't hear their advice, their loving guidance, because when we're in our ego, the ego has a limited perspective. So it's like looking through a narrow lens, and the possibilities, the answers to your prayers are beyond that scope of the lens, because the broader consciousness is the broader lens, which allows for you to understand, see, feel, know higher levels of possibilities that are available to you, the answers, the solutions. The ego's perspective doesn't have solutions. That's why it's so narrow, because it limits the ability to see, understand, and obtain clarity. So you really want to broaden your perspective by really sitting down and writing, journaling. And you can do this with Archangel Azrael and ask him to give you advice about, counsel about any particular area of your life that you feel that you are stuck and things are not flowing. And so what I invite you to do is just to sit, see a core of light, take a deep breath, breathe in through the heart chakra into the heart line, which is like a column of light, which the chakras are all connected to, and see that light emanate throughout your entire body, that it's your divinity, and see it, encompass your entire body into the earth above, encompassing then the entire earth, then the entire solar system. I like to do it this way. And at that point, after that, then just take a moment and, pose that question. What is in alignment with my soul's truth right now? What are the solutions or the highest levels of possibilities that are in alignment with my soul's truth? And just see what comes to you. Let's take a look at the first card for the beginning of the week, and we're using the messages from the Angels Oracle deck. And the angel here is Akasha, and it says, you are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. And so, at the beginning of the week, so you may find that, so this is a confirmation, first of all, for those of you who are like Archangel Azrael, and maybe he's your guardian angel that works with you, one of your guides, who you have counseling abilities, and maybe you've been thinking about pursuing this, or pursuing healing work, or spiritual teaching, giving workshops. And this is a message to you that you are hearing your angels' messages correctly about this, and that you should be out there, and don't be afraid to speak and share the counsel and the wisdom that you have. And there's nothing wrong with you being paid to do so. Let me just tune into this card and see if I get any additional messages. And what they're really just showing me that, yes, this is correct. And that some doors are going to open up for you, new gateways and new opportunities. And God is this a message from God, that there are new opportunities that are going to open up for you once you step through this portal and begin to share your wisdom and knowledge with the world. So the thing is that sometimes we may feel like, I don't have anything special to say. There are others who've done this, but what they're really saying is that each and every one of us is unique, and each and every one of us has an audience that we are supposed to work with, and your way of presenting the information may be the way and the frequency in which that person can hear it and be helped and healed. So do not delay in this at all. Let's take a look at the next card for the middle of the week. Okay. And right before I get to this card, what I wanted to say about this card as well, pay attention to other people who may be coming up to you, looking to you for advice. So I know, sometimes we need advice as well, but this is a day, this beginning of the week, you're going to be really showing your strength, and people are going to rely on you. And so just be open to that, being that strength and support for others. The next card for the middle of the week says, is Daniel, the angel Daniel. He says, I am the angel of marriage, and I am assisting you right now. So it's interesting because last week we had the romance card to come up. And let me just tune in and see what this card is about for the middle of the week. Okay. So they're showing me the number 60, which is usually about, not worrying. Let me just take a moment. So the angel number 60 says you are vacillating between focusing upon spirit and the material world. The number is a call for you to balance your focus and always remember that spirit is your source and the force behind everything in your life. Let's read that again. So it says you are vacillating between focusing upon spirit and the material world. This number is a call for you to balance your focus and always remember that spirit is your source and the force behind everything in your life. So the angels are really, speaking about centering yourself in alignment with your soul, your soul's truth. And really, instead of relying on our ego but where we allow ourselves to worry and not be able to really stick to our course. And so, like someone had just written a comment to me this morning, that sometimes, they get to the point when just before something is about to happen, the prayer is supposed to be answered. And then, and we've all been through this, I've been through this, we become afraid and doubt that we're going to have this happen, or we give up just before the answered prayer shows up for us. And so this often is like a fear that we have of succeeding. And so, this card, they were showing me this number 60 in a window. So the thing is that whatever is coming up for us, we have to now choose the higher self, choose our over the ego, our expanded consciousness. And so this is sort of speaking to an integration again with ourselves and being open to all that comes from really being committed, like a marriage, being committed to your relationship with God is what they're really saying. So that you really want to, and in a relationship, you have to have trust and you have to have faith. You have to have trust in yourself and you have to have trust in God. The great thing about a divine relationship is that we only need to have trust in God, because the trust that we need to have in ourselves, God has plenty of that for you. And so if you would just allow that trust in, as I said a couple of weeks ago, the angel said to me, you don't have to have trust, you just have to allow it, just to allow it. And the same thing, you just have to allow the relationship with yourself and God. You have to allow this divine marriage to become one with you. And if you keep focusing and asking yourself the question at all times, what is my soul's alignment? What is source alignment in this situation? What is my alignment? What is the alignment of my soul's truth in this situation? You are then creating a completely different focus for yourself, and which will become your point of attraction. And if you keep searching and you keep focusing on source alignment, then by law of attraction, you're going to start to attract source alignment, the miracles, the prosperity, the abundance, the joy, the peace. And so this card could also be speaking to, getting, and it's always like there used to be an old gospel song that says, getting right with God. And so in doing so, and aligning ourselves with God or source, we start to align other relationships. So if you've been one of those persons who's been really waiting for that divine marriage, that life partner, having this relationship of trust with God is a very expanded, compassionate, nurturing relationship. And if you can have this relationship with God and yourself, then you're ready to have this relationship with others. So let that be just a little bit of food of thought as well as you put all of this together. Let's look at the card for the end of the week. And the card says is Omega. And we have a unicorn here. And the message in this card is victory. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. Okay? So let me just tune into this card for the weekend. And so what they're showing me is like a goddess, with her breast, and but the thing about it is, instead of the milk pouring from her breast, it's pouring from her heart. Okay, so the thing is that this just is, for me, this is about abundance, flowing, and what they're showing me is like a duck on the river, just floating. And so that things are going to start to shift for us, and you're going to feel as though things are moving in a completely different direction, that things are starting to flow as we open our hearts and we go through this work. All this work is preparing us to open our hearts to the universe and start to say yes to all that we've been wanting to manifest. It's about saying yes to allowing all of this to happen for us. And so, this week, what it looks like here is very promising. Again, the angels are comforting us, and they're reassuring us that they're with us. They're also, pointing to the fact that you're ready to offer your gifts. Specifically for those who are called to be spiritual teachers, where your life purpose involves this. But I get a feeling that a lot of great things are going to happen in this week for us, that we're going to see some evidence, signs of, our things moving forward for us and in a completely new direction. Let's just take a look quickly at the cards that are at the bottom of the deck. And just because this tells us what the energy is going on underneath, and why the cards are reflecting the way they are on top. It says, this is the card Azure, which I'm glad to see this again. It says that your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. Okay, so again, this is reassuring us, and this confirms what I'm getting here, is that things are happening, are going to happen very soon. A little patience, yes, but that things are really just around the corner. And so don't give up, stick with it, stay high, stay connected to source, keep paying attention to your divine guidance, don't doubt it, just go with it. And write it down. There's no harm in writing these ideas down that come to you, and those messages that you're going to get this week when you sit down and write. And do this as often as you need. Speak to your angels. Open that journal daily and write to them and see what new advice or further advice they have for you that they've given you already for the beginning of the week. And let's take a look at the bottom of the Archangel deck, and the card is Archangel Azrael, compassion. It says, soften your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So again, this is also about having compassion for yourself. Don't get discouraged. Don't have compassion for others. Don't let the negativity get you and pull your frequency down. Stay with it. Keep seeing the world through the eyes of compassion, and don't judge yourselves, don't criticize yourselves, because when you do that, you block the understanding, you block the wisdom, you block the guidance. And so when we judge others, we end up really reflecting that judgment back at ourselves, because that's why our egos are able to really get at us, because when we see the world like this, it's like it's formulating a belief and a limiting belief about your world and others. And that belief has to reflect back at you and us individually. So the thing is, the more compassion we can give, the more compassion we will see, the more compassion will be our life experience. And from that, the joy expands from that, and the blessings and abundance. And so until next week, I send you angel blessings. I surround you all with wings of love. And please like the video if you're really enjoying these videos, and subscribe so that you can be aware of everything that we're doing and get any latest updates. I'm again working on some workshop ideas that I feel will help you, and so I'll be letting you know about that soon for online workshops. And if you need any assistance, again, contact me for an angel reading, and I'd be more than happy to interact with your divinity, because each one of you that I've done readings with, you are so divine, and I can see that, and it is a great pleasure for me to remind you when you forget and to show that to you. And so until next week, God bless you.